Hello one and all, welcome to day number 8 of our extravagant World Battle Tournament. Our first matchup of today is Germany versus Colombia. Germany starts off with the lead, and both of these teams still have 3 racers representing their countries, including them. So far, Germany has a huge lead, and they actually go over the safety cushion. Their competition nowhere in sight. Did they even get up the ramp heading towards the jump? From the looks of things, they actually got up there but couldn't get back down. That is not a common place I see racers get stuck. But that was a clean jump by Germany for sure. So this will definitely help them out. As long as they finish in first again, regardless of what time, it will not matter. Colombia will be knocked out right here, bringing them down to 2 racers for their team. Germany heading into the jump. Once again, a clean landing. I'd almost say it's a perfect landing. They did start to skid a little bit as they crossed the finish, but Colombia managed to get there as well. That being said, Germany finished in first both times, so they're automatically moving on. They did not quite get the fastest time. That is still India's, who finished with a 5.6653. So Germany was close, but not quite there. Now we have Switzerland and Japan. I believe both of these teams only have 2 racers left on their teams, including these 2. Japan trying to catch back up. They almost pulled it off, but they could not quite do it. So they will finish in second for now. Let's see what the time to beat is. It is a 6.4086. Well, look at this. Japan trying to find a way to spin their competitor out, but could not do it. Switzerland has the time to beat. Now Japan has to finish quicker in this race, otherwise they are out, leaving only 1 racer to represent them. They do have the lead for the time being. A very good jump, by the way, very smooth landing, and they finish in first, and I believe that will be fast enough. It is, and by a great deal, no less. Take a look at this. There was no bounce whatsoever after they landed. They just kept going after that. That is definitely one of the smoothest landings I've seen. But now for our next matchup, it is France versus New Zealand. These are 2 of the teams that still have all of their racers in this tournament right now. That being said, that is about to change for at least one of them. And so far, France has the win here. So they will have the time to beat, which is a 5.9083. Let's take a look at the jumps again. France had a little bit of a bounce, but not so much that it would have cost them. And they managed to win. So now New Zealand will have to finish faster than a 5.9. And it looked like they had the lead, but suddenly as they get to that first hill, they lose everything. And I don't think they're going to have enough to get over that turn leading into the jump. In any case, France managed to finish in first again, so they're automatically moving on, with an almost symmetrical time on that clock. And I'm not entirely sure what happened with New Zealand there. You can still see them trying to finish, which is very honorable for sure, but it's not going to be enough to get up that hill. For whatever reason, as they got through that first hill, they lost almost every bit of their speed. So now France stays with all 4 races in the tournament. New Zealand is down to 3. Now we have UK and Brazil. I believe these 2 also have 3 representing them, including these guys. And it looks like they're about to split. They both get through the jump, landing pretty smoothly, actually. But the finish wasn't quite as smooth after they got over the line. 5.9556, not bad. You definitely want to finish under 6 seconds if you can. Some of the fastest racers have been doing that, and you definitely want to be in that selected group. UK starting off with a good time. But now they have to either finish in first or hope their competition finishes slower than the time they just pulled. And look at oh wow, that was definitely a bit of a risky move after they crossed the finish line, because that could leave them injured as they go into later parts of the tournament. Just over 6 seconds this time. And so Brazil is not moving on because that wasn't faster than UK's time, leaving these four to fight for the remaining 2 spots in this group. 2 of them will move on, 2 of them will get knocked out. First up is Germany versus Japan. So far, Germany has a bit of a lead over Japan. Can they hold on to it? A very good jump by Germany, and they keep going. Japan, however, started to skid and slow down. Germany finishes with a 5.7943. That is really good. Japan, however, does not finish. Even if they did, it would not have mattered at that point. So now, in order for Japan to move on and not get knocked down to just 1 racer on their team, they will need to finish faster than 5.7943. Otherwise, their country will be in the hot seat in this tournament. Race number 2, they start off with the lead, but then they lose it. They have the inside lane, so that will help. They're the first one into the jump, but then they slow down after they land, and Germany passes them. Japan is knocked out of another racer, leaving them with just 1. They seemed to land at least okay, but then they veered off to the side, clashed into the wall, which caused them to lose enough speed for Germany to pass them. So now let's see who will move on between France and the UK. Remember, France has all 4 racers still in this tournament right now, and I'm sure they would love to keep it that way, because there aren't many countries left with that distinction. And it looks like they will, at least for the time being, because they pulled off a victory with seemingly an impressive time. And it is a 5.7781. Not the smoothest landing I've ever seen, but they did keep straight and keep most of their speed on top of that. So now France, as long as they can finish in first, they will keep all 4 racers in this tournament for the time being. But so far, they're actually in second right now. The UK is trying to slip them up. It did not work, however. And that caused France to get past them as they got close to the finish. So France is going to keep all 4 racers in this tournament for now. That may get harder and harder to do as the tournament progresses. But the fact that they've gotten this far is definitely going to help them later. So the 2 countries with a racer moving on here are going to be Germany and France. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you for the next one.